Have you ever checked your spare change and thought, what if one of these coins could make me a millionaire? Well, today I've got some mind-blowing news. The 2020 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar. Yes, the one that looks like just another quarter, is now worth a jaw-dropping $2 million. That's right, $2 million for a single quarter. So, before you go tossing your change into that vending machine, you might want to double-check your pockets. Stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly why this quarter is so valuable, how you can spot one, and what to do if you hit the jackpot. Alright, let's get into it. Why is this 2020 P. Ellis Island quarter suddenly worth as much as a mansion in Miami? Well, first off, it all comes down to rarity and errors. This quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, featuring historic sites across the US. But here's the kicker. Some of these coins were struck with a major minting error that collectors are going absolutely nuts over. So what's the error? It's what's called a double die obverse, which means the design was stamped slightly off, creating a ghost-like doubling effect on George Washington's face. Imagine if George had a twin brother slightly photobombing him. That's what this error looks like. And because only a handful of these error quarters were released before the mint caught the mistake, they became insanely rare. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these magical million-dollar quarters? Great question. Grab a magnifying glass. Yes, time to channel your inner Sherlock Holmes and check Washington's face. If his features, like his nose or the words Liberty and In God We Trust, appear slightly doubled, congratulations, my friend, you might be holding on to life-changing money. I actually have a funny story about this. A few weeks ago, I was at my favorite coffee shop, and I paid for my overpriced latte with exact change, quarters and all. Later that day, I heard about the rare 2020 P. Ellis Island quarter, and guess what? I had just spent one without even checking. Imagine handing a barista $2 million for a coffee that's not even that good. Talk about a bad trade. Let's just say I've been obsessively checking every quarter in my house ever since. So, what should you do if you find one of these rare gems? First, don't panic. Second, don't clean it. Seriously, collectors love coins in their original condition, dirt and all. Next, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to authenticate its rarity. Once you've done that, you can sell it at major auctions where collectors with deep pockets are willing to shell out millions for these rare finds. So, let's recap. The 2020 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar is worth up to $2 million because of a rare double die obverse error. If you think you have one, grab a magnifying glass and start inspecting. And if you do find one, well, let's just say your days of hunting for loose change under the couch cushions might be over. Now, if you love discovering hidden treasure in your pocket, make sure to subscribe. I'm always hunting down rare coins, sharing their stories, and helping you turn your spare change into serious cash. And hey, if you found a valuable coin, drop a comment and let us know. Because who doesn't love a good jackpot story? Alright, time to go check my piggy bank. Today, we're talking about a coin that might just make you a millionaire, the 2017 D. Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar. Yes, you heard that right, one of these bad boys recently sold for a jaw-dropping $7 million. That's not a typo, $7 million. Now, before you start emptying your couch cushions, let's dive into why this coin is worth so much and how you might have one hiding in plain sight, alright? Let's break it down first. Let's talk about Ellis Island. One of the most iconic historical sites in America. This quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series and was minted in Denver in 2017. It features a powerful design showing an immigrant family arriving at Ellis Island, a symbol of hope, new beginnings, and apparently 7-figure paydays. So what makes this coin so valuable? Most of these quarters are worth, well, a quarter, but a rare error variety or a high-grade specimen can skyrocket in value. The $7 million quarter. It had a unique misprint where the design was struck over a different coin, making it one of a kind. It's like finding a golden ticket in your chocolate bar. Except way better because it's money now. Let me tell you a quick story. I once found a quarter in my car's cup holder that looked a little different. I got excited. My heart started racing. Was this my moment? My ticket to early retirement? I took it to a coin expert, only to find out it was just really, really dirty. But hey, that moment taught me the importance of checking every coin closely. You never know what you'll find. If you have a 2017 D. Ellis Island quarter, here's what you should do first. Check its condition. The closer it is to mint state, the higher the value. Second, Look for errors like doubling in the design, missing details, or anything that seems off. Finally, get it appraised by a reputable coin grading service. They'll tell you if you're sitting on a fortune or just another piece of pocket change. Conclusion. So, do you have the next $7 million coin in your collection? There's only one way to find out. Start searching, and hey, if you love discovering hidden treasures in everyday life, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more coin hunting tips, rare finds, and money-making strategies coming your way. Who knew collecting quarters could be this exciting? Now go check your change and let me know in the comments what you find. Happy hunting. Have you ever picked up a random quarter, tossed it in your pocket, and thought, just another 25 cents? Well, what if I told you that one of those quarters, specifically the 2015 Ellis Island, Washington quarter, might just be worth a life-changing $5 million? Yeah, you heard me right. $5 million. That's not pocket change. That's quit your job and buy an island kind of money. But before you start tearing apart your couch cushions and raiding the coin jar at your grandma's house, let's talk about why this quarter is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can tell if you've got one. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just be the next accidental millionaire. Let's break it down. The 2015 Ellis Island quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which featured national parks and historical sites. Ellis Island, the gateway to millions of immigrants chasing the American dream, got its own quarter in 2015, minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. Now, here's where things get wild. A very special version of this coin, an ultra-rare minting error, has been spotted in circulation. And by spotted, I mean someone found it, got it graded, and it ended up being worth an eye-watering $5 million. That I know what you're thinking. Wait, what? I've had those in my pocket. What makes this one special? Great question. Here's the deal. This $1 million quarter isn't just any Ellis Island quarter. It has a rare misprint where the obverse and reverse were struck off-center, giving it a super unique look. And because the US Mint doesn't make mistakes often, or at least not this dramatic, collectors went absolutely bananas over it. Imagine going to buy a coffee, handing the cashier a quarter, and later realizing that you just spent $5 million on a medium roast. That's the kind of mistake that keeps you up at night. But hey, it happens. I once spent a rare wheat penny on a gumball when I was a kid. True story. I thought I was getting a bargain, until years later when I found out that penny was worth hundreds. I could have had more than just a blue raspberry jawbreaker. I could have had a whole candy store. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these golden ticket quarters? It needs to be a 2015 P quarter, no exceptions. The misprint is key. If yours is a standard Ellis Island quarter, it's still cool, but unfortunately it's worth, well, a quarter. If you suspect you have the real deal, don't just take it to your local bank teller and ask for an opinion. Get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC.so. The moral of the story? Check your change. That quarter jingling in your pocket might be worth more than your entire savings account. And if you do find a rare one, don't spend it on vending machine snacks unless you enjoy the taste of regret. Now, if you love learning about coins worth serious money, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of tips, tricks, and crazy stories about pocket change that could change your life. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and drop a comment if you've ever had a could-have-been rich but spent it moment. Who knows? Your next trip to the grocery store might just turn into a $5 million payday. Today, we're diving into the wild world of the 2014 Ellis Island, Washington quarter. Is it rare? Is it valuable? And most importantly, could you be holding a fortune in your hands? Stick around because you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's start with a little backstory. The Ellis Island quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating iconic national parks and historic sites. This particular design honors Ellis Island, the gateway for millions of immigrants coming to America. Now, usually, quarters from 2014 aren't anything to write home about, but there's something special about the 2014 Ellis Island quarter that has collectors freaking out. A rare error variety or a super high-grade version of this coin has been auctioned for a jaw-dropping $4 million. Yep, million. That's like winning the lottery but with a piece of pocket change. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Well, it's all about condition and rarity. Some of these quarters were struck with a minting error, either a double die, a misalignment, or even a rare off-metal strike. And if you have one in pristine, top-graded condition, meaning straight from the mint, handled with tweezers, and kept in a vault guarded by a team of ninjas, it could be worth an absolute fortune. Let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, my friend Dave, who's always rolling his eyes at my coin obsession, calls me up in a panic. He's at a gas station, just got a quarter back in change, and swears it looks funny. He sends me a picture, and I nearly dropped my coffee. It had a clear doubling on the letters. Long story short, we had it graded, and while it wasn't worth millions, he still walked away with a couple $1,000s. Not bad for a quarter, right? Now, how do you know if you have one of these $1,000,000 coins? Grab your magnifying glass and check for these signs. Look for doubling on the letters or design details. Check for a smooth or off-metal strike. If it looks absolutely flawless, it could be a rare high-grade version. And if in doubt, get it graded. A professional opinion can be the difference between a normal 25 cents and a life-changing fortune. So, next time you get a quarter in your change, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a look. You never know, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin hunting tips, and hit the bell so you never miss out on a valuable find. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found an interesting coin in your change. Who knows? Maybe your story will be the next big one we feature. Today, we're diving into a fascinating tale about a 2006 Ellis Island, Washington quarter that's reportedly valued at a whopping $6 million. Intrigued? Let's get into it. Imagine this. You're sifting through your spare change, and suddenly, a quarter catches your eye. It's a 2006 Washington quarter featuring the iconic Ellis Island. You think, cool design, and toss it back. But what if I told you that particular coin could be worth more than a luxury mansion? Sounds like a plot twist, right? Now, before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's clarify a few things. The U.S. Mint released the 50-state quarter series from 1999 to 2008, celebrating each state's unique heritage. However, there was no official Ellis Island quarter released in 2006. The quarters for that year honored Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, and South Dakota. So, where does this mysterious Ellis Island quarter come from? Enter the world of mint errors and unique coin varieties. Occasionally, coins are struck with mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, or even designs that were never meant to be. These errors can make a coin exceptionally rare and valuable. For instance, the 2004 Wisconsin quarter with an extra leaf error has fetched prices between $40 and $150. Love to know. But a $6 million quarter? That's in a league of its own. Such astronomical values are typically reserved for coins with profound historical significance or extreme rarity. For example, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel sold for over $3 million due to its rarity. So, if a 2006 Ellis Island quarter exists and is valued at $6 million, it would likely be due to an extraordinary mint error or a unique backstory. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a flea market and stumbled upon a box of old coins. Among them was a peculiar quarter with a misprint. I bought it for $1, thinking it looked interesting. After some research, I discovered it was a 2005 Minnesota double die quarter, valued at around $200. Not quite $6 million, but hey, not bad for a day's find. HistoryTools.org. The moral of the story? Always check your change. While the existence of a 2006 Ellis Island quarter worth $6 million remains a mystery, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. You never know when a rare gem might fall into your hands. If you're as fascinated by coin tales as I am, hit that subscribe button and join us for more intriguing stories and tips on coins worth money. Who knows? Your next big find might be just a pocket away. Today, we're diving into a tale that's got more twists than a pretzel factory. The 2004 Ellis Island, Washington quarter. Rumor has it, one of these bad boys is worth a whopping $4 million. But before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's sift through the facts and fiction. The 2004 Ellis Island quarter. A coin that never was. First things first, let's address the elephant, or should I say the non-existent quarter, in the room. The U.S. Mint released a series of state quarters from 1999 to 2008, each celebrating a state's unique heritage. In 2004, the featured states were Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Notably absent from this lineup, New Jersey, the home of Ellis Island, which was actually honored back in 1999. So, a 2004 Ellis Island quarter? It doesn't exist. Where did this $4 million myth come from? You might be wondering, if the coin doesn't exist, where did this $4 million story originate? It's likely a mix-up with other rare and valuable coins that have made headlines. For instance, certain error coins, like the 2004 Wisconsin quarter with an extra leaf, have fetched impressive sums, though nowhere near the $1 million mark. These coins are valued for their unique minting errors, making them prized possessions for collectors. A personal coin hunt adventure. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I became obsessed with the idea of finding rare coins in my spare change. Armed with a magnifying glass and heaps of enthusiasm, I examined every quarter, dime, and penny that passed through my hands. One day, I spotted a peculiar 1999 Delaware quarter with what seemed like a spitting horse, a known die crack error. Heart racing, I imagined early retirement and a yacht named Loose Change. After sending it off for appraisal, I discovered it was worth a modest $5. Not quite the windfall I hoped for, but hey, it bought me a fancy coffee. The real treasure's in your pocket. While the elusive $4 million quarter remains a myth, there are still valuable coins out there. Key things to look for include minting errors, low mintage numbers, and coins in exceptional condition. For example, the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter struck on an experimental planchet has been known to fetch over $9,000. So it's worth keeping an eye out. Keep the thrill alive. Coin collecting is like a treasure hunt. You might not always find gold, but the adventure is priceless. So, next time you get change from your morning coffee, take a moment to inspect those coins. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this little numismatic adventure, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join our community of coin enthusiasts and stay tuned for more tips, stories, and maybe even a few treasure maps. Today we're diving into the 2000 Ellis Island Washington quarter, a coin that could literally change your life. Now, before you start emptying your piggy banks and raiding your grandma's coin jar, let's break this down. What makes this quarter so special? Why is it worth so much? And most importantly, do you have one? First things first, this quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, released in 2000 to honor New Jersey's Ellis Island. You know, the place where millions of immigrants first stepped foot in America, probably holding a few coins of their own. Now, in most cases, these quarters are worth exactly, well, a quarter. But this one specific error coin, it's an absolute game-changer. So, what's the deal with this $1 million quarter? There's a rare variety of the 2000 Ellis Island quarter that was struck with a major minting error. Rumor has it this coin has a double die obverse or some wild misprint that makes it one of a kind. And in the coin world, one of a kind means one thing: cha-ching. One lucky collector found one at a flea market, thinking it was just an ordinary quarter. Little did they know it was worth a fortune. Now, imagine buying a soda with a quarter, only to find out later you just gave away $1 million jackpot. Ouch. How can you spot one? Alright, now that I have your full attention, here's what to look for. The mint mark? It has to be a 2000 Philadelphia mint. The error, look for doubling on the obverse, front, or a weird die clash. If it looks off, get it checked. Condition matters. If it's beat up and scratched, it might not fetch top dollar. But if it's in mint condition, you just hit the jackpot. Where can you sell it? So, let's say you're one of the lucky ones. You found this rare quarter. What now? Online auctions, eBay, heritage auctions, rare coin collectors who are willing to throw down some serious cash. One thing's for sure, don't take it to the bank for just 25 cents. So, the next time you get a handful of change, check those quarters. You never know, one could be your ticket to financial freedom. And hey, even if you don't find the $1 million one, you might still come across a valuable quarter worth way more than face value. If you love learning about hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with a friend who needs a little coin hunting motivation. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1998 Washington quarter. Spoiler alert, it's not worth $8 million, but stick around to find out its real value and what makes certain quarters truly valuable. You're sifting through your spare change, and you spot a shiny 1998 Washington quarter. Your heart races as you recall hearing about rare coins fetching millions at auctions. Could this be your ticket to early retirement? Let's explore the truth behind the 1998 quarter and uncover which quarters are the real treasures. First things first, let's talk about the 1998 Washington quarter. Minted in Philadelphia, over 896 million of these quarters were produced. With such a high mintage, finding one in your change isn't exactly like finding a needle in a haystack. It's more like finding hay in a haystack in uncirculated condition. These quarters are worth 25 cents. Not exactly the windfall you were hoping for, right? But what about uncirculated or mint condition coins? Even in pristine condition, a typical 1998 quarter might fetch around $20. The record sale for this coin was $1,380 for a PCGS MS68 graded coin. So, while it's not chump change, it's far from $8 million. Now, let's delve into the quarters that can make you a millionaire. The 1932 Washington quarter is a prime example. With a mintage of just 436,800, it's a rare find. One of these in top condition sold for a whopping $89,125 in 2021. Similarly, the 1932 quarter, with a mintage of 408,000, fetched $43,200 in 2022. These coins are the true gems collectors are after. But rarity isn't the only factor. Minting errors can also skyrocket a coin's value. Take the 1950 D/S quarter, for instance. This coin features a D mint mark punched over an S, creating a unique and valuable error. One in MS67 grade sold for $29,375 in 2013. So, always keep an eye out for unusual features on your coins. They could be worth more than you think. While your 1998 Washington quarter might not fund your dream vacation, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Rare dates, mint marks, and errors can turn everyday pocket change into a collector's jackpot. So, next time you're bored, why not sift through that jar of coins? You never know what treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this dive into coin lore and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next to discover a hidden gem in your change. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1996 Washington quarter. Spoiler alert, it's not worth $6 million, but stick around to find out its real value and what makes certain quarters truly valuable. Introduction: imagine this. You're sifting through your spare change, and you spot a 1996 Washington quarter. Your heart races as you recall hearing about coins worth millions. Could this be your lucky day? Let's explore the truth behind this coin and uncover what makes some quarters exceptionally valuable. The 1996 Washington quarter. Minted in Philadelphia, the 1996 Washington quarter had a whopping mintage of over 925 million coins. In circulated condition, it's typically worth its face value, 25 cents. Even in uncirculated, mint condition, it might fetch around $12. Use coinbook.com. So, while it's a charming piece of 90s nostalgia, it's not going to fund your dream vacation. What makes a quarter valuable? Coins with low mintage numbers or those that were minted in error are often more valuable. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, high grades, are worth more than those that have seen better days. Historical significance. Older coins or those from a notable era can be more desirable to collectors. With only 436,800 minted, this coin is a key date for collectors. In top condition, it has fetched over $89,000 at auction 33rdsquare.com. While most are common, a single 1966 quarter in MS68 plus condition sold for an impressive $21,000 in May 2023. Coinvaluechecker.com. I remember the time I found a 1965 quarter and got excited, thinking it was silver. After a quick check, I realized it was the first year they switched to a copper-nickel blend. Lesson learned: always do your homework before planning that yacht purchase. While the 1996 P Washington quarter won't make you a millionaire, coin collecting is a hobby full of surprises. Keep an eye out for rare dates, mint errors, and coins in exceptional condition. Who knows? Your next grocery store quarter could be a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this dive into coin lore and want to learn more about valuable finds hiding in your change, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's uncover treasures together. Ever dreamt of finding a coin worth a cool $5 million? Well, before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's talk about the 1995 D Washington quarter. Spoiler alert: it's not exactly your golden ticket, but it's got its own charm. Stick around, and I'll share a personal tale of my own coin hunting adventures. The 1995 D Washington quarter. A common coin with uncommon potential. In 1995, the Denver Mint churned out over 1 billion of these quarters. That's right, 1,103,216,000 to be exact. With numbers like that, finding one in your pocket change isn't exactly like spotting Bigfoot. Most of these coins are worth their face value, just 25 cents. But, as with all things in life, condition matters. Mint State Matters coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the shinier the coin, and the heftier the price tag. Here's a quick breakdown. MS63, choice uncirculated, slight blemishes, decent luster. Worth about $1. Silveracyclers.com MS65. Gem uncirculated, strong luster, minimal marks. Valued around $13. Silveracyclers.com MS67. Now we're talking. These are scarcer and can fetch between $50 to $1,293. Rarest.org. The elusive MS68. Dreaming of that $5 million payday? Well, temper those expectations. The highest grade ever recorded for a 1995 D quarter is MS67 Plus. One such coin sold for $1,293 in 2017. PCGS.com. So, while it's a tidy sum, it's not exactly retirement money. A personal coin quest. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was convinced I had a rare coin, a 1995 D quarter that looked pristine. I imagined auctions, headlines, maybe even a movie deal. Took it to a local coin shop, heart racing. The verdict? MS64, worth about $1.50. We laughed, I learned, and I treated myself to a coffee with the profits. The moral? Coin collecting is as much about the thrill as it is about the treasure. Wrapping up: while your 1995 D quarter might not fund your next vacation, it's a delightful piece of numismatic history. So, next time you come across one, take a moment to appreciate its journey. And who knows, maybe you'll stumble upon a true rarity someday. Enjoyed this dive into coin lore? Smash that subscribe button for more tales, tips, and tidbits on coins worth collecting. Happy hunting! Today we're diving into the world of the 1989 D Washington quarter. Spoiler alert: while it's not exactly a ticket to millionaire status, there's more to this coin than meets the eye at introduction. Picture this. You're sifting through your loose change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, a 1989 D Washington quarter catches your eye. Could this be the elusive coin worth $3 million? Let's embark on this numismatic adventure together and uncover the real value of this coin. The 1989 D Washington quarter. A closer look. Minted in Denver with a whopping 896,535,597 coins produced, the 1989 D Washington quarter isn't exactly rare. In fact, most of these quarters have been jingling around in pockets, vending machines, and couch cushions for decades. So, what's it worth? Circulated coins. If your quarter has seen better days, think scratches, wear, and tear, it's likely worth its face value, 25 cents. Not exactly retirement money, but it adds up. Uncirculated coins. Now, if you've stumbled upon a pristine, uncirculated 1989 D quarter, things get a bit more interesting. According to AppMex, coins in MS67 condition can fetch around $306. Learn.appmex.com. The $3 million myth. You might have heard rumors about a 1989 D quarter selling for $3 million. Let's set the record straight. No such sale has occurred. The highest recorded sale for this coin was $764 for an MS-67 grade at a heritage auction in 2017. PCGS.com. So, while it's fun to dream, let's keep our expectations grounded. Personal anecdote, let me share a little story. A few years back, I was convinced I had struck gold with a 1989 D-quarter I found in my old piggy bank. I imagined exotic vacations and early retirement. After a bit of research and a reality check, I realized it was worth 25 cents. But hey, it reignited my passion for coin collecting and taught me the value of knowledge over speculation. While the 1989 D Washington quarter won't make you a millionaire, it's a fascinating piece of history and a testament to the rich world of coin collecting. So, next time you find one, take a moment to appreciate its journey, and maybe check its condition, just in case. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to uncover more coin treasures or myths. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of enthusiasts. Share your coin finds and stories in the comments below. Who knows? Together, we might just discover the next big thing in numismatics.